Yeah, this is Scare Talk. I am Danny, and I'm here with Killer Date Katrina.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So, we got to see the film drop a little early. So, we wanted to give you guys a spoiler free review. And then when Joel sees it, we'll do a spoiler filled review.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you don't know what this is, it's a Christopher Landon film. He did the Happy Death Day series, which they announced a third one. So there's going to be a third Happy Death Day.
Oh, that's exciting.
That was just announced. He did Freaky as well. So he's done some fun horror comedies. Yeah. This one's a little more straightforward thriller. And suspense, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of one-liners here and there.
But it's not a comedy.
No, it's not a comedy.
It's comedic.
Comedic
yes. Relief.
Yes, there you go.
But
and if you haven't seen the trailer, I'll give you a brief idea what the movie is. This woman goes on a date with someone she doesn't know. It's like a blind date. And
if you haven't seen the trailer, don't see the trailer.
Yeah, you definitely don't need to watch it.
Just listen to the brief description.
Yes. She goes on a date, and then she starts getting messages on her phone that say, eventually, you have to kill your date or your son will die. And that's all we'll give you. So, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Please like this video, share it with all your friends. We're trying to grow and grow and grow. And then also go to Patreon, patreon.com/scaretalk. It's where you get exclusive content. You get early access to episodes and spoilers for many of our episodes.
This episode, our next episode will be...
Yeah, will be a
spoiler-filled episode, which is not common.
Yeah.
So
that won't exclusively be on Patreon, but most of our other episodes, 99%, have spoilers only on Patreon.
But because you'll be able to see the spoiler-filled one, you'll be able to see how
kind of what it looks
sometimes
like.
The spoiler episodes are a little bit more fun.
A little more fun, yep.
We can be off the cuff.
So also, we won't be giving our rating during this episode as we would typically do. And we'll wait for Joel and doing the spoiler filled to give our official ratings. Okay, so drop. First of all, I was hooked with the trailer. I thought it was going to be a fun movie. And my expectations were surpassed. It was more fun than I thought it was going to be. I loved pretty much every minute of the movie. There's one part that was extra unrealistic where I was like, okay, how were you able to do that so quickly? I didn't care for that part, but it was a brief thing. It didn't affect the movie that much. So, but that's really like the only negative I have. Everything else, I love the way it was filmed. I love the different effects that they used for, some of the slow motion or the way the lighting was, or, the way that they framed like the waiter and, just these little things. I was like, man, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It felt like an M. Night movie, like Trap, but better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. One, I will say with the trailer, I was excited for the movie. I also was really frustrated with how much the trailer showed.
Yeah.
I felt like, and that was before watching the movie. I was like, why are they showing all this? Like, this is showing something, and then the certain parts of the trailer, it was like, then the whole movie, you're like waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
And I thought that's what the movie was named after. Like
her dropping off.
Yeah. I did not realize that the movie was named because it's like airdrops that she's getting. But
And that's such a cool aspect to the movie, because then you're like, okay, it's got to be someone in this area,
someone around her.
So it
Yeah.
adds kind of the intrigue as to
Yeah.
like, who could it be? Like, which one of these people are suspicious?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and I mean it was kind of like the whodunit kind of thing. And that was fun. But and I will say like because the trailer gave away so much, I did not have high expectations because I was like, great, we just saw everything.
Yeah.
But I did feel like I was satisfied with like, okay, we didn't see everything in the trailer. Like there was still a lot more to see.
Yeah.
But there were times that I was really thinking like, how much longer do we have of this movie? How much longer is this gonna drag out? It wasn't that it was like the story was slow necessarily, but it was repetitive. It was like, oh my gosh, like and it just felt like the best way to describe it is like these movies, these slashers that you're running away from this guy over here, like this guy with a chainsaw, and it's like, bro, you're not gonna survive. Like, just give up and be
They
done
always
with it.
do.
No, they don't always.
Well, not
they don't
everybody
always.
in the movies.
Yeah,
but
it's like, just give it up, and there's so many times in this movie that it's just like, okay, you're not getting out of this, so what are we still doing here? Like, oh my gosh, and why is he still sticking around? Why is everyone like still and this shouldn't even be able to happen anymore at this point. So, and then there was one part that you didn't think was as ridiculous as I did, but there was one part that was just so ridiculous. And
but it was in the trailer, so I guess it was,
I mean, we were waiting for it to happen, but then the way it happened, I'm like, that was so dumb. And this is the thing. When we compared it to Trap.
Yeah.
I loved Trap. Trap had more of those incidences where it was like really dumb or like super convenient or like, why are you even allowing this to happen? Or, like really dumb things happening that it was like, that shouldn't have flown, Yeah. But it was such a fun environment. It was such a fun watch. The concert environment, feeling like you were really there at the concert. Like, I love that feel. I had so much fun just watching it and feeling like, and so that helped me to whatever. That's fine. Yeah. They can do that. I'm fine with it. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Where this one, I didn't feel that way. I don't enjoy suspense as much. I'm like,
yeah, there was a lot of like slow motion to like build suspense for what was gonna happen. Was it gonna happen? Was it not gonna happen? Is someone gonna intervene?
Well, and it wasn't like an uncomfortable suspense. It was more like a, okay, come on, let's get to it. Like, I want to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If she's gonna do it, then do it. If she's not gonna do it, then don't do it. Just make a decision and move forward.
Yeah. Well, and I know you said you thought it was awkward too. Some of that stuff was awkward.
Well, that was like at the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't like awkward interactions.
Yeah.
And I understand and agree that like that was part of the character development, that was part of the relationship development. It was, part of the development, and partly I feel like it was trying to make it feel authentic.
Yeah.
But I don't know any first date that is that awkward and that you like stick around for that long. Like,
yeah.
it's not like it was a blind date. It's not like it was, you
No,
know,
I guess she
the
knew what he
first-
looked like.
and they had been talking
messaging.
for months. They had been talking. It was mentioned
Yeah.
that for how long they'd been talking, and you're lucky he waited around this long. So if they're going to mention how long she's been talking to him and how much she already knows about him, then it shouldn't be that awkward when they meet.
Well, see, I didn't think it was that awkward. Like I thought
gosh.
it was awkward and it didn't bother me, but then also this little curveball gets thrown into the situation.
Yeah, but
and
that
then
was
it gets more
before the
awkward.
yeah, but before the curveball got thrown in.
You thought it was awkward before?
Well, I mean, she didn't even see him before the curveball got
Yeah.
thrown in, but she wasn't like really tripped out by that yet, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't that long that they were together and the bomb got dropped on her.
But it was weird. The interactions with them was weird. I will say I have gone on a date with meeting someone online, and it was very smooth.
Hey, imagine if you got that message and it was someone in
Would you have stuck around?
You were
with how she was acting. Would you have stuck around?
I was thinking that throughout the movie, like, wow, this guy is he must really, really like her because she is acting very strange and very emotional for seemingly no reason.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely knew that there was something still wrong. And because she had been telling him about the drops, I think he probably assumed.
Yeah, he gave her the benefit of the
doubt. It kind of kept us still also in suspense of like, why is this guy still hanging around? And that's what I kept thinking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, why is he still hanging around? Like, unless he has something to do with this.
I liked him, you know. But I mean, maybe he's a bad guy.
He came to the date wearing like he looked like he just got off like a construction site.
Yeah, he didn't look very dressed up.
She worked very hard, and her stupid sister.
Her sister dressed up as Chucky.
Oh my gosh.
She looked like she was.
And it bugged me in the trailer. Like that was the main thing that pissed me off in the trailer when the sister was like, "Oh no, you can't wear that." And then, "Oh, dude, why are you trying to dress like a candy cane?" And it was like, dude, both outfits were cute. Both outfits.
That would bother you. I don't care.
Oh my gosh. She had cute style, and let her be herself. And then she puts her in this like dress and everything that wasn't that amazing, that stunning. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was like, okay, that first outfit, that black outfit was really cute. And it went better with what he wore. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm like, is he wearing like a construction shirt? Like, what is he doing?
Yeah, he looked like he had
like he was just coming off of work.
Like but it was like open.
Yeah.
And yeah, he looked like he was at he was like a mechanic or something. Like
because it was like it looked like it could have been a nice button-up shirt, but he has it like unopened.
Yeah.
With like a wife beater under it or something. I'm like, what is this guy doing? So right away you're like, okay, what is up with this guy?
So I'll say there's two movies this year that were my favorites, Hard Eyes and Peter Pan. Very different movies. This one, once I see it again, if I like it still, this might take over as my favorite of the year.
Okay.
Because it's rewatchable. Hard Eyes we did see twice.
I don't care about rewatching this one. I would, if I was gonna rewatch this one, which we probably will, I'm gonna rewatch it to try to find gaps and try to find to like see
try to make it so I don't like it.
Yeah. And it's not that it was bad. It's just that
I don't think there's any way that I won't like this movie.
yeah, the cinematography was really good.
Really cool.
The filming,
Stylistic.
the style of it was very good, very unique. Not something that you see in all movies.
Yeah.
And so that I really did appreciate.
Yeah.
And the, you know, like the whole story of it, what you figure out, what you find out and everything.
Yeah.
It was fun.
There is something at the very end, not the very end, but like there's like a reveal that was like, what the heck? Why are they making this a big deal? So I'm really curious once more people see it.
Yeah.
If like we missed something.
Yes. So that's something that I would want to see it again for.
Yeah.
And I'm curious if Joel's gonna have a thought on that, or you know, if he catches something.
Yeah.
But I want to see it again and really like kind of
pause it.
Yeah. That's yeah. I was thinking like snap a picture and then like
oh yeah, I guess well might get in trouble for that, but
I know.
Flash right in the middle of it.
So then we can like have it and look like, wait, what are we supposed to be seeing here? Yeah.
So look forward to that when you see it. You'll know what we're talking about, I think. But okay, so I liked it a great deal. Katrina, you're kind of middle of the road with it. You liked some parts, but then you really didn't like other parts.
Yeah.
So
and I'll be curious to see how I feel about it after we see it again. Like if we go see it again before we do our final review with Joel, then we'll see. We'll see if my opinion changes, because maybe I'll end up liking it more.
Yeah.
I was sitting next to my son who really didn't like it. And so we were kind of trashing it at, you know, throughout the movie.
Yeah. He can do that.
Yeah.
He can do that to you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. There's our spoiler-free review of Drop. Again, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. And we will be back with Joel to do our spoiler-filled review of Drop coming soon.
Yeah. So watch out for that. And in the meantime, this has been Scare Talk. Sleep tight.
Don't let Henry bite.